We got to get to some business first because Kevin Love stepped on the court slightly during that Tristan Thompson incident. If you look at the footage, and this is what Kevin actually told me after the game, first of all, he's already kind of on the court during the play. Then he is upset at the call on Tristan Thompson. So he is now he starts walking toward the official. He's not even looking at the scuffle developing. He's talking to the official. He's walking that way. As soon as the pushing and shoving breaks out, he walks back to the bench. You, I know, suffered through in your time with the Phoenix Suns a leaving the bench incident, and so this is very near and dear to you. How are you feeling today, hearing that Kevin Love will not be suspended for that?
Pardon me while I. This is the play, by the way, of
just for
Steve
people
getting hip checked,
who are young and don't remember this happening,
so
give a 10-second.
We were putting a beat down on the Spurs. Robert Horry caught feelings because the two-time MVP was doing it to him, and so he did a dirty thing, and then the league did it. But before I address this, I gotta pull out my soapbox.
Oh boy.
Here. Just a little bit. So this is my thing. Should Kevin Love be suspended today? Absolutely. By the letter of the law, the same letter of the law that they suspended C.J. McCollum earlier this season, the same letter of the law that took two of our best players out of the rotation for a playoff game against the Spurs opponent that we had finally felt like we had vanquished.
Didn't you feel like that was unjust in the moment?
Yes, and so
just because you got mugged, do you want your neighbor down the street to get mugged too?
No. So this is what I want. This is what I want. So someone asked me, Danny, our producer, said, so what, you just want him to get suspended no matter what? I said, no. He can not be suspended if Adam Silver gets on a podium and says, this rule is dumb and it has hurt good teams in the past and we're done enforcing this rule in a dumb way, Kevin Love won't be suspended. If that's your message, Adam Silver, and I need you to say it verbatim like that, to let people know it's a dumb rule that was unfairly enforced against good teams in the past, not naming names, just saying good teams in the past got hurt by the stupid enforcement of a stupid rule, then I'm fine with Kevin Love playing. But let's just say that, Kevin Love going to play, he didn't do anything? Nah. Soapbox says he's got to get suspended.
And y'all wonder why I love my boy. People don't like the truth, Rach, but people have been suspended for less.
Way less.
Way less. So I don't care if it's Kevin Love. I don't care if it's whoever it is. He has to go by the same rules. First of all, you shouldn't have been on the court anyway. But like I said, Rach, I got to stand on how I really feel. People have been suspended for less. So why not suspend them?
Boris Diaw went to help his fallen teammate, not fight anybody. He went to help a fallen teammate. Kevin Love out arguing with refs. Why are you on the floor, Kevin Love? That's a technical foul at least.
I understand all the feelings. I really do. And I think I look back at that Suns incident, and I think it's ridiculous what happened to the team. There's no question about it. I agree with you also, Stack, that people have been suspended for less, but you could say that in almost any discipline incident the league has, right?
You're right.
So there's a million reasons guys have been suspended for less. That's what makes it sort of a flexible sliding scale. What I will say here, and the reason why I think the NBA is making the distinction, is the rule is both meant to and even, I believe, in the language about leaving the bench for an altercation. He left the bench well before the altercation. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I let your feelings out. Let me say my point, which is that he left the bench before the altercation. He was doing something else when the altercation broke out. He went back toward the bench. And yes, there's no question he should not have been on the floor anyway. But if we are calling that, if we are suspended for that, first of all, I mean, I don't want to name names, but Eric Spoelstra for the Heat should be suspended for every game that he coaches because he's running out all over the floor. There's about a half a dozen coaches that are in that same respect. In this game alone, I'm sure we could go back to the footage and find guys from the bench wandering onto the floor to argue calls, to yell at teammates, to yell at officials. If they determine that is what Kevin Love was doing, I think that is why the rule is being applied differently, because they don't think that he was doing the thing that your guys got suspended for.
Players, you heard that. You heard it here first. Wander on the court before the fight starts. That way when the fight starts, you're fine. You're already there. You're already there.
Or be Kevin Love.
Or be Kevin Love.
And by the way, it is a dumb rule, and I agree with you. It should be changed.
I just want to hear him say it. It's a dumb rule. We're changing it.
Right. Well,
don't change the application midway through all of a sudden. That's the not unfair part.
Right.